Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Broughton Daily. It's great to have you with us. If you're a member of the Broughton family of churches, or whether you're a friend, neighbour, family, it's great to have you with us. Thank you for joining us today. Today, I'm going to focus on quite a well-known story from the Gospel of Mark, and I'm going to be reading from Mark chapter 4, verses 35 to 41. I'd encourage you just to sit quietly, maybe close your eyes, imagine this story as I read it to you now. That day, when evening came, he said to his disciples, "Let us go over to the other side," leaving the crowd behind. They took him along just as he was in the boat. There were also other boats with him. A furious squall came up, and the waves broke over the boat so that it was nearly swamped. Jesus was in the stern, sleeping on a cushion. The disciples woke him and said to him, "Teacher, don't you care if we drown?" He got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the waves, "Quiet, be still." Then the wind died down, and it was completely calm. He said to his disciples, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" They were terrified and asked each other, "Who is this? Even the wind and the waves obey him." In this story, the disciples are with Jesus in the boat, and they suddenly find themselves caught up in circumstances very different to what they expected. For them, this was a very real storm, and at least some of them had the experience to know just how much danger they were in. Does this sound familiar right now? It does for me as I grapple with the enormity of what is happening and how it has changed all our lives. As we see in this story, it's very easy to lose our bearings and our confidence in the midst of an unexpected storm or trial. For us, it's really important that we hold on to certain key truths. There are many of these, but I want to share just 4 that I've drawn from this story that I think are very helpful for me, and I hope are helpful for you. Firstly, Jesus is present. The Lord is near. It's easy to give way to the lie that God has somehow removed himself. Jesus promised to us, "I am with you always." Let's thank Jesus today that he is near. Ask him to help us be aware of his presence. Secondly, Jesus really cares about you and for you. In their panic, the disciples shouted, "Lord, do you not care that we drown?" The Apostle Peter, who was one of those in the boat, much later wrote, encouraging us to cast our anxieties on the Lord because he cares for us. Maybe today we need to take a few moments to acknowledge how much the Lord cares for us in the midst of this difficult time. The third point, Jesus is doing a good work in you and in me. Even in this storm, he's committed to completing that work and to bring it to completion. He will see it through, and we can be confident of this. Maybe today we need to just welcome his work in us as he changes us and develops us in this unique, challenging time. And finally, Jesus is always disturbable. He was sleeping in the boat, and it can seem sometimes like God is somehow removed himself. But we're encouraged to bring our requests to him. And Jesus himself said, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." So maybe today that's what you need to do. To just stop for a moment and say, "Jesus, I come to you." And I want to say, if you're a visitor with us, you may not even be sure that God exists. But I encourage you to say, "Lord, I come to you. reveal yourself to me. I come weary and burdened. I'm going to leave you with an image and a reminder of these 4 points that will stay on the screen for about a minute at the end. But I just want to also remind you that this will be happening every day, Broughton Daily, midday every day, Monday to Friday. We'd love you to join us. And then also on Sunday morning, as we gather as a church on Facebook Live too, 10:30 in the morning, you'd be really welcome. So now I'm going to put this image up. It's got a painting by an artist called Siga Koda that depicts this particular story, and a reminder of those 4 images. I encourage you just to review those on the screen and ask the Lord to draw your attention to one that is most important for you today. So let me see if I can share this image with you, and hopefully it will come up now. The Lord bless you today. Thanks for watching.